What is up, my ARK survivors? This is Alcarin.
And this is Lucy.
Bringing another amazing episode of
Scorched Earth Modded.
oh my god, I'm so excited to bring you guys all of this amazingness. Status update, server wipe on 9/21. This is an open server. Everybody's allowed to join. It's not locked or private or any of that stuff. You can play. However, there is a stipulation on that. That being said, other people have joined, and this is a very difficult server. I just want to put that out there. A lot of people join, and then they just leave because it's just so hard. Lucy, do you want to go over the rates for us to try to illustrate that?
I would love to. We are a 4 times wild dino damage. We are 15 times tame, 10 times XP, 7 times harvest, and the best is the 4 times breeding wood.
Woot woot! Also, player level is 400, so you basically start at level 1 and you can go all the way to level 400. Wild dinos max out at 120, and they can go up 200 levels post-tame. So everybody out there are also, this is a modded series. We've kind of done what we wanted to do as far as the I don't know, the vanilla version of Scorched Earth. So we started running mods, as you can see. And I just wanted to cover what kind of mods we're running. Also, in the down there, I'm going to link all the different mods that we're running. But that being said, we're running the Futurism mod, which is pretty cool. Resource stacks, no collision 1.3a, glass metal, custom trank weapons mod 4.1, mega mortar and forge, death helper, pet finder. So if you guys want to run these similar mods from watching these videos, if you like what you see, I'll provide the links down there. You can go download them and try them out.
I want to comment on how awesome these mods make Scorched Earth, because Prime Meat, it expires so fast. Milk expires so fast. With these stacking mods, it makes it so you can actually enjoy the game and get some sleep.
Oh yeah, so like milk, I think stacks to 5. I'm going to kind of show off what the stacking mod does. I think you can adjust the rates. I'm kind of just running generic. Like, I didn't really go in and modify any of this stuff. But I think, like, chitin stacks to 5k, sand stacks to 5k, a lot of things stack to 5k. I think milk stacks to, like, 5, like you said. Some things stack to 2,000. Stacking mod is really cool because I don't think all the stacking mods work on Scorched Earth yet, as of this video being recorded. However, you know, as time progresses, as the mod kit or whatever is developed, there's going to be more available. Also, I wanted to show you guys our base. It's not nearly done. It's been a lot of time. We've spent so much time building this thing, and it's just such a huge project and leveling up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the blast furnace real quick. It's part of the Futurism mod pack. Probably one of my favorite additions, if not the. I don't know. I love this mod. I love a lot of things about it. This is probably one of my favorites. Looking at the blast furnace, it basically. I don't know what level you have to be to build it, but basically you build it and you throw gasoline in it, you throw wood in it, it automatically burns the wood into powdered coke, and then the powdered coke, you throw raw metal into it while it's cooking, right? And it basically, burns like 5 coke and 3 raw metal, and it makes 6 ingots. So it produces metal much faster than a normal industrial forge or even a little stone forge. And I just wanted to show it off. Lucy, do you want to kind of lead the way on that one?
I would love to. And so then we have all our other cool little gadgets over here, but when you join the server, you'll get to learn all about those, or you can check out the description below. And this is kind of our main room here. We have our air conditioning for when we have all our horrible storms. We've got our water tap over here with our water tanks up top. Thank you, Alcarin, for that, so Lucy doesn't die of thirst all the time.
Oh, definitely. And also, I want to show you guys, a lot of this stuff is stuff that's in the base mod, the chemistry table, or the base game. Chemistry table, industrial grinder. I really love this. I think it's underappreciated. It's a really good item. This is the part of the glass metal smithy, part of that glass metal mod. I haven't built too much on it yet. I think Jal does a lot of the building with this. But it makes really beautiful, strong structures. This is part of the Futurism mod. It's called the storage locker. If you open it up, it has 3 compartments, and then you can access inventory here through the crates. What's really interesting is it doesn't have a slot limit. Like, it just has a weight limit. So you can throw as much stuff as you can fit in there as long as it's 6,000 pounds or less. That can be really good for small items, really bad for, like, I don't know, storing metal. Because metal can get really heavy really fast.
Absolutely. And let's go into our other room over here, which is where we store our dinos, and we have our elevator to bring them in and out of the base.
Oh my god. So, we have another blast furnace here, and I would like to show off this elevator. It's kind of a trick, and I really like it. Here, let's see if we can get this to work.
And by trick, he means crazy.
Alright, so I'm elevating the elevator. I'm going to try to stop it. And fail, of course. Ah! There we go, perfect. So, you take a dinosaur, I don't know, Dio, anything, right? Anything that you can ride on and actually fit within the 3,000 pound limit on this particular elevator. You drive it up here. And then you hit the elevator, and you look forward. And what it does is it brings you through the ceiling. So you technically, as long as you have power, you don't have a need for doors, which is pretty awesome. Like, you could literally just run it off the elevator. However, we do keep a door hatch. We are built up quite a bit. We're outfitting in stone first, and then we're gonna once we know that it's working, we're gonna outfit it in metal, which I'm really happy about. Also, Lucy, do you want to explain the how good this elevator is with Woodmaker, the Thorny Dragon?
I would love to. So everybody knows that you get a certain advantage for wood and other items, and basically it makes the weight a little bit less. This point, you can stack everything on your Thorny Dragon, put it on your elevator, and it doesn't hit the weight limit that it would if you put it on a different dino.
Yep, so basically, like, I think wood is like 90% weight reduction on a Thorny Dragon, kind of like a beaver. I think stone is like 50%. So basically that weight reduction helps it doesn't count against the weight limit on this elevator, which I think is pretty awesome. I think I'm going to take a trip back up and grab my bird and then fly around the base, kind of show off what we've done so far. And I also want to show off the windmill that we set up, which I think is really cool.
I love it. And also you can show them your 100% wind trick.
Yep, that'll be super awesome. Just got to get this elevator to cooperate. Get that elevation working. Hop on the Dio. And here we go.
And Alcarin, did you tell everybody that a week from this video, they would be able to come on and claim a dino, a starter dino?
I haven't mentioned anything about it. Do you want to tell them about that? About the free dino?
Absolutely. So what we do is when we launch our server, we offer free starter dino within guidelines. You obviously don't get like a golem or a wyvern, things like that. But because we were a little late on putting out a video for our brand new server, we decided to make it from today and for a week. And you can come on our server and you can either speak to myself, Alcarin, or Einzelhoff, and one of us will get you your starter dino.
And starter dino is a 120, which is the highest wild you can get. It is dew tamed, force tamed, perfect tamed, and it does come with a saddle. I think the only dinosaurs that aren't allowed are golems, wyverns, and what else? I can't think of anything else. I think everything else is pretty much allowed, isn't it? No Gaigas, no Ketzes.
And we're definitely not going to try to tame one of those wild desert worms.
Oh yeah. No death worms for sure. But I really like this elevator trick. You may have seen it in other videos. Here we are. I'm about to show off the tower. This I'm really proud of because for all of you all that don't know, basically the way the wind works, it has nothing to do with height, from what I'm told. It has to do with basically location. And I've heard anywhere in the sand is 100% wind. Now if you fly around, you hit and you hold the H button, you can see how it says Eastern Dunes, 100% wind, 52 degrees Celsius. That's because I'm in the sand zone, right? Now, basically, for anybody that doesn't know, if you're with the windmill, will work 100% of the time in the sand. But if you fly over here, it only works 40% of the time. We wanted to find from a PvP advantage, hey, how high can we build our base and still get as close to 100% wind? And what we're finding is the best you could get is like 40% or maybe 65% wind from a high location. that's really difficult, in my opinion, to try to find the best of both worlds. Now, what's really interesting, though, is we were exploring around here, and we were actually able to find an elevated position with 100% wind. So if you look here, and I'm going to hold the H button right about meow, and if you see it's 40%, but the closer we get to this windmill, this is hard for me to do, guys. Hold on, let me see if I can get this done. Okay, hold on. You got to get right in the middle. Right about here, if you hold the H button, you see how it says Eastern Dunes, 100% wind, and we're not technically over the sand? So we're like, well, we got to build we want to build a windmill on the 100% point, which we did. But how do we end up getting power to our base? We tried funky things like running lines straight down from here and into here, and it just didn't work. I hear there's like a 29 square limit that you can build from the windmill, and so I just thought about, hey, let's just run a line straight to base. Hopefully we can build the tower up, get the windmill on there. So we ended up running it, and we do indeed have 100% wind, and we have height advantage. And this tower in itself is extremely hard to raid just as it sits because, well, it's being covered by our turrets, by our main base. Our main base is by no means done. It's going to be outfitted in metal pillars. I don't know if we're going to do pillars all the way throughout, and then it's going to be metal plated and then surrounded by behemoth gates. And to come in on a bird is just going to get tore up by these turrets. You can't shoot rockets in here because they're going to get shot down. Even if a rocket gets through, it can't really hit the base of the propeller. You might be able to hit up here. And as far as I know, you still can't use a sniper rifle on metal lines. I don't think that works. So I think this metal line's safe, and to get in here to be able to lay C4, it would be impossible without getting shot up. And by the time you've disabled the turrets, you've pretty much disabled the base at that point. So also, all this power is completely wired from above. There is nothing powered down here at all. So that being said, there's metal spikes on the bottom, foundations, metal pillar in the middle, and a stone pillar inside that, and then metal around the base. It's pretty strong. We're going to end up doing multiple towers, so it's not, single point. Also, there's no water here. Do you want to describe that, Lucy, for us?
Oh, the painfulness of the water. Well, you basically either have a water vein as an option, or you have very little tiny water pools around. So basically, Alcarin decided we needed to have almost 20 water tanks in order to capture the little bit of rainfall that we get.
So I started with like 6, I think, and it was really cool until we started filling up canteens, and then before you knew it, we ran out of water. And like Lucy said, it doesn't rain that often, and we are near the green obelisk, but it's too far away to pipe water lines. We need to have water available right here at the base, and I want to keep our height advantage, which is really from a PvP perspective. So, Futurism mod allows metal water tanks holding 1,000 each, and I'm running 20-something tanks, and from my experience, we've never ran out of water since. It always rains and fills those up eventually, but it doesn't rain as often as non-Scorched maps, being the desert and all.
Oh yeah, to the max. And so basically Scorched Earth is awesome, but these mods make it so it is far more amazing and awesome and way less frustrating. Also,
we were able to build the golem trap similar to last time, but we were able to build it even better. So I've gotten 5 golems total, and I've lost 1 in the process of, killing stuff. But we've gotten 2 116s, a 108, and an 88, and the one we lost was like a 72. Also, with the Futurism mod, you can build cool-looking mechs. We've built the LST-20, which is a gather mech. We haven't built any berserkers, and we have built some sentry drones, which are pretty cool. There's also plasma turrets. I don't know if you noticed those on the inside of the base, right above here. But our plan is that they take regular advanced rifle ammo. Our plan is to basically... we're going to end up pulling this all the way out, pillaring it all the way down, metaling it out, plating it, and then building stories up. And there was some talk about putting, vaults around the outside as a defensive layer, and then metal on the outside of that. So basically, you blow through the metal layer, which is 20k in the Futurism mod. Once you blow through that, you're basically going to see empty vaults, which is another 50k, and then behind that, we start hitting the Adobe. Also, Lucy, do you want to explain why we have adobe on the inside of the base versus just a straight metal base on Scorched Earth?
Well, if any of you have ever played Scorched Earth, you will burn to death. And we've experimented with this, and Lucy has burned to death many, many times. If it's hot outside and you go inside a metal room, you're going to burn to death. The adobe is your workaround. It is your kind of your air conditioner. It kind of just absorbs the heat. So if you build the adobe on the inner part, it's going to still consider that the factor when it's giving you your home.
Exactly. So adobe's amazing on Scorched Earth. It's not defensively great. Like, it can be easily golems can tear right through it. It can rockets can break it. Grenades can destroy it. I'm not sure if it can be picked or not, but it's not PvP wise. It's not the best material. But PvE wise, to stay alive and not burn to death in the desert, it's extremely useful. So you almost have to use it. You have to have it on the inside. Otherwise, you have to build so many AC units, and I don't think you can build enough AC units. And what Lucy means by literally burning to death, I think it's like a damage or two a second you start to burn. Now, you can mitigate that by stacking Fortitude or wearing desert armor, but, I mean, let's be honest. At some point, you need to be comfortable in your own base.
That was perfectly articulated, Alcarin.
Thank you, thank you. So I think, is that everything we want to show off on this base episode? Oh, one more thing. This is a temporary solution, but I know you're probably wondering, why is there a vault on top of a thatch ceiling tile? Well, the idea is that if somebody were to come up here and C4 the door or rocket the door, it's going to blow out the thatch roof. That being said, then the vault falls down and they can't get through the door, so then they have to then blow through a 50k vault or go through another wall. So it's a fast defensive tactic to basically block your small entrances, which I really like. It doesn't really work with the larger doors, though, I don't think.
And don't forget to stay tuned for our next episode. We're going to show you how to level fast and level dinos fast on Scorched Earth, which is very, very hard to do.
Yeah, we haven't found until recently, like Lucy said, a very, very good way of power leveling dinosaurs. Well, we found one, and in the next episode, we're going to cover that.
And if you like this video, please like, and if you have any suggestions, let us know. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and we can't wait to see you on the server and give you your starter dino.
See you guys in the next video. Peace!
Peace out.